Well, Merry Xmas, my friends, because lo and behold, happiness and joy, the government has kept itself open. I say Xmas because Christ had nothing to do with this, trust me, despite little Mikey Johnson's insipid smile and phony praise the Lord attitude. Disgusting. Nothing worse than a hypocrite. The government has kept itself open. Can we put that in perspective? This is the same government who had no problem whatsoever closing down, 30,000 plus American small, medium-sized business during the government's COVID extravaganza. No problem at all. Stroke of a pen, you're shut down. And you're going to stay shut down until we decide you can open again, which took a long time. Now, a lot of them, as a matter of fact, were never able to open again. Now, these weren't big, giant bureaucracies with tens and tens and tens of thousands of employees, lazy bureaucrats, butt-sitting bureaucrats, who, by the way, 90% of whom we now know don't even show up for work anymore because of the government's COVID extravaganza. No, those businesses government shut down then, many of them still closed, were businesses built by the hard labor of real working Americans, okay? Working Americans who worked themselves fingers to the bone in order to build a business, only to watch government come in and destroy it without giving it a second thought, okay? But it's okay because we've kept the government open. Little Mikey tells us we've kept government open. Wish you hadn't. And let's be clear, when government closes, as Nancy Mace pointed out the other day on Fox News, they don't really shut down the military. They don't really shut off Social Security. All the basic needs of the American working people are still met. When government closes, the people who are affected are the politicians and the government bureaucrats, okay? Like, for instance, those at the Department of Education whose main job for the past 4 years has been to make sure that male perverts are allowed in the little girl's restroom, and pornography is on the elementary school libraries. That's been their major accomplishment. They're the citadel of DEI, need to be closed down. They needed to be shut down, but little Mikey kept them open. Okay, by the way, I'm wearing my Vito Genovese hat because government is the biggest organized crime institution on the face of the earth. Yeah, if the bill had not gone through, what else would have been shut down? The FBI, maybe, one would hope, even though secretly I'll bet not. But one would hope they would have been. Whew, what a relief that would have been now that we know that Mary Kimmler is still sending them out to track down at SWAT team gunpoint people who supported the January 6th protest at the Capitol. The FBI who invades the homes of pro-life demonstrators and hauls them away in front of their children, weeping children and wives. The FBI who attacks those who go to protest pornography in the schools at school board meetings. That FBI, the FBI that falsified information about Donald Trump over and over again. Christopher Wray's FBI would have been shut down. Would have been kind of a relief, don't you think? Don't you think? Huh? You know, to have your Gestapo shut down like that? Whew. But no, little Mikey kept it open. You know, the Department of Energy, which over the past 4 years has overseen the closure of the Canadian pipeline and the closure and the shutdown of drilling so that they have skyrocketed our energy prices. That Department of Energy, which has done nothing since its inception, that amounts to a hill of beans when it comes to good, that would have been shut down. Bureaucrats would have been sent home who make a fortune living out of the taxpayer trough. They would have finally been sent home, at least for a week or two. I would have hoped forever. But bureaucrats like, let's say, Anthony Fauci, who made $500 a year of your tax money for running around accepting awards and giving speeches and getting in bed with Big Pharma. Those kind of bureaucrats. So we're supposed to rejoice, wake up on Christmas morning with peace and joy in your hearts, because as little Mikey tells us, we kept the government open. Kept the government. The biggest Christmas present those SOBs could have given us, that branch of organized crime, the biggest in the world, that pays itself, it gets its vig out of your pocket. The biggest gift they could have given us was go home and leave us alone. Shut down and stay shut down, okay? Then let Donald Trump come in and decide what needs to be reopened, and hopefully very little of it. Give us our money back. Let us live our lives and reopen the businesses you shut down with the stroke of your pen and didn't give a damn about. Folks, stay strong and fight back.